fam, and welcome to another news update from Naija Newsmonger. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. A big thank you to you, my supporters, because can you believe it? We hit 5,500 views in just 1 month. Wow, round of applause for you all, Jerry. Una do well. Let's get down to today's topic. Fam, you might remember how South Africans woke up the day Chidimma wanted to represent them at the Miss Universe pageant, and how they suddenly discovered overnight that her documents were fake. Well, if that whole drama looked weird to you, it's because it absolutely was. They even sacked 18 workers as a result. So, what happened was that South Africans didn't want a black girl representing them at the contest. Black people, when are we going to wake up and smell the coffee? Just listen to this interview by Julius Malema.
Today, you look at a fellow African, you listen to the pronunciation of a fellow African, you listen to the name and the surname of a fellow African, and by that you isolate them. You look at them and say, these are not South Africans. These are Nigerians. This can't be Miss South Africa. This can't be that. Flamboyant can be a player of rugby, South Africa, and get celebrated. No one will dare to question, where does this name of Flamboyant come from? Because we've been made to celebrate that which looks down at us. Anything that looks like you, you hate. Anything that sounds different from you, you hate. You know, comrades, the concept makwere comes from the tribalists who could not hear the other ones. When you speak, the tribalists, they say they don't hear you, but because they can't hear your language. When you speak, they hear. So you can't use that. You can't use that to want to rule out individuals. Comrades, we are hated everywhere else in the world. Everywhere else where black people are found. It doesn't matter their accent. They can speak the best English they want to speak, best accent. As long as the color of their skin looks like mine, they will be isolated. You get isolated to a point where even when you go to China, a young person who has never been exposed to a black person, when they see you, they start trying to clean you.
Now, if you're wondering who Julius Malema is, he's the leader of South Africa's economic freedom fighters. You might call him a voice of opposition. So apparently there was an racist or colorist reason behind their rejection. And to top it all, they tried to claim Chidimma when she won. Now we can begin to question the real reason the candidate Maya Leroux pulled out of the competition, citing health concerns. Imagine if she had competed. Of course, they would have been ashamed of themselves. Do they even have shame when they were trying to claim Chidimma after she won? We can also now understand Chidimma's statements at the time. Remember, she said, to be honest, I just feel that all of this is black on black, HATE, as I am not the only one in this competition who has a surname that's not South African. I just feel like the attention is on me because of my skin color, which I think is a disadvantage. It's also been something I have had to overcome growing up. And all of this is against the backdrop of the support that other Africans gave South Africa during the fight against apartheid. Well, South Africa, I have a message for you. It appears that while apartheid has left you, you have not left apartheid. You all need collective therapy and a dose of self-love. Stop thinking anything white is superior to you. Please. After what you went through with apartheid, you still want a white person to represent you on the world stage? How can you want a white lady to represent you? If she had won, would she have been a reflection of who you are? Luckily, she exited the competition early. Otherwise, if she had competed and lost to Chidimma, you people would have been crying every day like babies. In fact, by now you would have shut down South Africa. Thank God Chidimma left. And if I were in her shoes, honestly, I would just, I don't know, get rid of my birth certificate. Yeah. Anyway, moving on, the British government is set to deport popular pastor Tobi Adegboyega to Nigeria after losing his case against deportation at the Immigration Tribunal. You might recall his church, SPAC Nation, was shut down after investigations exposed a misuse of funds by the church leadership. Reports say the UK authorities closed the church after Adegboyega failed to properly account for more than £1.87 million of outgoings and operating with a lack of transparency. Pastor Toby has been widely celebrated by Daddy Freeze, much the same way he celebrated Hush Puppy. Well, I guess the celebration continues when Pastor Toby returns to Nigeria. Daddy Freeze, if you hear this message, Eku Alijo. I don't know how. I know there's a greeting in Yoruba. I can't remember it right now. When you're expecting a visitor, I think it's either Eku Lede or something like that. But whatever, just you know, we I guess celebrations will continue when when Pastor Toby gets to Nigeria. Eku Badu. Next update is from Bobrisky, who has vowed to distance himself from his Nigerian friends. Hey, Bobrisky, hey, I have a message for you. Hey, Nigeria made you. Without Nigeria, you won't be Bobrisky, you will just be Bob. There will be nothing risky about you. So find another plan, I beg. And if you are truly seeking asylum, don't say anybody is after you for being a cross-dresser in Naija, because that is simply not true. Nobody, if you like, wear Shokoto today and wear Iro and Boba tomorrow, we no see you. So if you try that, we no go gree at all. In fact, we will expose you. Because we already have a bad reputation in Nigeria. We don't need anyone making it worse. Okay? A word is enough for the wise. Man, me is suffering. Even a word is even enough for the foolish God these days. Not to talk of the wise. And I know you're a wise Bobo. Moving on. SEX workers are now pensionable in Belgium. Well, Belgium has granted them maternity pay, pension and pensions under a historic new law. Opo Miliki is now pensionable in Belgium. They will now be entitled to maternity pay, a pension, health insurance, and other employment benefits under the new law that went into effect last Sunday. Wow. The law I learned is an attempt to crack down on SEX abuse and exploitation, and will also allow workers to refuse partners, withhold certain SEX acts. So if they don't want to do a particular style, you can't force them, and they can stop service at any moment without fear of losing their job. That sounds like a dream job. One of them said, "I had to work while I was 9 months pregnant. I was having SEX with clients 1 week before giving birth. I couldn't afford to stop because I needed the money." Under the new law, employers are required to adhere to strict safety and cleaning standards, with all BROTHELS equipped with clean rubber, linen, and hygiene products, along with an emergency button. So that emergency button means, say, if alarm blow, they now have something to press. That's good, though. And maybe the law enforcement will, be there in no time. Well, I hope the Nigerian government is watching. Please help me forward it to anybody there that you know, any government official, all our politicians. Please let me tag them, because I hope they are watching. Because we all know how pensioners suffer in Nigeria. Before Nigerian pensions start moving to Belgium for their pension, I don't talk my own, no. Well, fam, we have come to the end of today's update. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.